camera. What happened? Somebody knocked our camera. Probably. I know who. So we're back with the finale of March 27th with Karen Creature, and this is someone of a name that I know someone else with your name, like FeLBeR.
Right, he goes by the FeLBeR.
Here, take this because that's the wrong one.
Right, he goes by the FeLBeR, and he had answered an ad from Craigslist, one of the numerous ones I run for my arts festival and magazine a couple of years ago. So you wouldn't believe it, I'm also Mike FeLBeR. So I made a director of graphic design and then editor-in-chief of my magazine.
And your magazine is?
At the Edge.
At the Edge.
This is our latest edition.
And what inspired you to start this magazine? It's so big.
Worth it to show the back cover too. People tend to like that. Well, that's 220 pages, and essentially I have a business guru who helped start and run many businesses and manage people like WhO, Ali, Abdul-Jabbar, and he had I call him a business guru, his associate suggested the magazine, basically to get financial support and sponsors. But I use it mainly for the creative joy of it. People who participate in the festival often contribute work, the bias visually is towards the more surreal, visionary, detailed, well-wrought, classic art too, interviews, fiction, poetry, but anybody can contribute. And shortly before
now
our
wait,
festival,
before you keep going, the festival, you kind of like spoke a little quickly. What is this festival that correlates with At the Edge?
Right. I was going to say in May we'll have our 5th annual festival, May 17th and 19th. It's called Open Studios, Hell's Kitchen's Artist in Studio Tours. They have them all around Brooklyn, places like Harlem and Tribeca. There's Host or Toast, Harlem and Tribeca over in Studio Tours. And I loved them for years, so in 2009, I began the first, and then 6 months later, and now annually, I hired consultants who helped start Bushwick's Open Studios. They're the largest and admirably non-corporate. I can show you the maps and other propagandas previously, but essentially, I put any person or anything of cultural or artistic merit on the map. It's a whole free weekend. So people don't have a place, I'll put their work in a business or a group show. People open up their homes, galleries, anything that's free. We had over 130 locations on our map last time. Also very detailed, surreal, colorful, oversized, two-sided. Print up a ton of different designs for postcard invitations. And then I have, what's unique about my open studios, 30 hours of parties, 10 hours a night, 6 p.m. to 4 a.m., Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So on the walk-in tour, people are dispersed. It's 12 to 6 or so, with some other events and gardens, etc., running later. But the evening is for when people come together, the artists and the public to network, meet, make a joyful noise, largely for the performers to do what they like.
And this, you said, is your 6th year?
No, it'll be our 4th year, but our 5th open studios, because the first 2 were 6 months apart.
Ah. Wow, you said so much. It's like, can you just make bullets of the things you said? Because
sure.
There was so much information that I want to just get clear on it.
Okay.
So it's Hell's Kitchen artists.
Yes. I do an arts festival. You get a map and you see artists in their native environment, or I put their work in businesses, group shows, etc. Then there's tons of parties, and with performances, the whole weekend is free.
And where it is?
All over Hell's Kitchen. I'll flash the map momentarily.
Right.
Which is 8th Avenue to the Hudson River and 34th to 59th, May 17th through 19th.
And it's in venues, people's apartments.
Right. If people don't have a place, often I put them in businesses, occasionally group shows, galleries that are free. Things might be in a lobby, a cafe, a restaurant. The evening, 6 p.m. to 4 a.m.
So all of Hell's Kitchens gets
parties
together and collaborates with you?
Well, not all, but many people. I
places.
usually personally recruit them, as I do for people to submit to the magazine.
And how do people submit to the magazine?
How do people?
All this is done through the website.
And the website is?
Artistsinthekitchen.org. The first word is plural. Artistsinthekitchen.org. No money changes hands for the magazine without a vanity publication that profits off people. I should say shortly, before the festival, we'll be in hundreds of bookstores and newsstands, including I'm purchasing promotional programs with Barnes & Nobles, and will be displayed prominently for about a month in 75 newsstands through Hudson News in New York, as far as Canada, through our distributor Distacore. And if they want to register for the festival, it's $25. That covers anything they perform or exhibit. That's for artists or performers. If people are starving artists, I let them pay what they wish. But normally, if they can, they should contribute something. I just try to break even.
Now, can they make that back while in their performance?
Well,
do you charge for any of these shows?
No, everything is entirely free. People can sell their things, and if people want to purchase it, they keep all the proceeds.
Right.
So this is a low fee for an open studio, and it's a way to show off their art.
Yeah.
Which is done for the love of art.
Sure.
If people want to volunteer, they can also go to artistsinthekitchen.org, or they can contact me directly. I can be called or stalked 24/7 at 212-582-2990. And if people give any significant kind of help with street teams, graphic design, a specialized skill, phone calls, helping with parties, anything, we will design them a beautiful ad, run it for them, put them on thousands of two-sided maps, tens of thousands of postcards, and it can be essentially like an internship with people like my PR man or social media lady.
And what do you do with Mike Phelps?
Well, I'm saying he responded to that ad, and not just because of his
I
name.
love Mike Phelps. I knew him first, so.
Yeah.
And he's a character. He's got a lot of energy. He plays now in the Slut Junkies, which we love the Slut Junkies on our show. Jurgen is a good friend, and it's oh wait, before you take that, he gets paella. So wait, just bring it right back. They're snatching the paella.
All right,
wait, no, back to here, please. I need to give him some money.
It's a great moment.
Yes, thank you. Will you?
While you're preparing it, thank you. I'll show off. This is one of 200 T-shirts in 6 different colors, made from one of the murals we have around town. Just a little portion of this Hell's Kitchen.
That is amazing. Who
Cauldron
did that?
Devil
Who did that?
event. Well, this was done by a guy named Clone Killa and Sprezon. And they got donations from local people, and they did it during my November 6th or 8th festival. The next year, we had our largest at the time party in the donated ballroom for the Skyline Hotel. This is on the side of that hotel. And then we've had launch parties now in New Jersey, as where you interviewed me the first time. And then in the Empire Room, the bar for the Empire State Building, March 1st, to celebrate the magazine, the sophomore issue, the first one we're distributing and selling internationally.
Wow. I feel like you've said a lot of this stuff repeatedly. Are you like programmed? I feel like I can push a button and you just.
I've done it many times.
That's information like on the website, like where to go for this art festival in May and how to submission. Like, is it open to any artist? This festival?
Yes, it's all on the website.
Okay.
Anybody can participate, and they can. A lot of people who are involved with the festival perform or show work, contribute to the magazine, but you need not do that. You go to the website. There's a giant tab for magazine submissions, also for registering for the festival, volunteering. We have dozens of our press stories. I hire a PR guy each year. Our YouTube channel, videos, business plans, social media. The editions of our magazine, I'll show you our premiere one, and the expanded edition of this. This was done with a Hell's Kitchen theme. Like this time, and on the inside back cover, if you also flash on the back cover, I use the windows as a conceit to show off a putative, fictitious, mischievous, Dionysian Hell's Kitchen residence. The organization is Hell's Kitchen Artists Guild, and I also have a sole proprietorship on Hell's Kitchen Artists Association.
Now, where do you fall into being an artist?
Well, and I should say that some of the best art was selected and put on in the windows. So I've done it as a hobby, shown in group shows a number of places. And I went to the Art Students League for a couple of years on a scholarship, not too hard to attain. But I did it as a hobby. I did social work, sales, activism, like foster care, social work positions, teaching the development of disabled in the school system. And then in 2009, I started this shortly after my mom was ill, and I was able to help care for her and be there while she was ill and died in Long Island. The next day I came back and met this lovely lady. I hired her and her partner, business and romantic, and they were my consultants. They helped start the giant Bushwicks Open Studios. I've shown off my stuff, even sang, though I'm no vocalist, at my open studios. I have a spread in this magazine, and I wrote more than and rewrite and edit more than anybody else for the magazine. And published a review of the festival. We also did a summer solstice thing. People would be interested more than parenthetically. MakeMusicNY.org. There's over 1,000 concerts, the largest concert allegedly in the world. They gave us Hell's Kitchen Park. If it's an arts organization, you register with them. They give you a location, all of the 5 boroughs, and
yeah, I've done Make Music.
You've done it.
Yeah,
and then you can perform. I got a generator donated. A lot of stuff I do in trade. A location, get something tangible, a location for a party. And I pretty much nailed down the venues for the parties, and we're just getting ready to assemble the map and the other postcards.
Can you name a few places that are...
Sure. Well, most prominently, today I just finalized things for Saturday night where the Slut Junkies will play.
Yay.
Mike FeLBeR's interested in that. I had an after party at this location, a Playwright Tavern, at their second location on 8th Avenue between 45th and 46th.
Oh, I'm going to be there on Saturday.
The 8th Avenue?
I'm playing at this Swan Festival. It's a women's festival. Yeah, I'm going to be there Saturday afternoon.
Do you know that since
March 30th.
Since we had a little...
the Playwright, yeah.
They also built out a couple, they have new floors, the third and the fourth. One is like a thatched original Irish cottage, and it's outdoors. So we're going to have the run of the place. There'll be 4 floors, but we don't need to. I don't want to reserve it exclusively. I want to be additive. And we'll have performances throughout, well, the quieter ones outside. For Sunday, I'll be around the corner where I had an after party for the Summer Solstice event. It's always June 21st at makemusic.ny.org.
Nice.
And that is at O'Flaherty's. It's a big restaurant and a wraparound square bar. They have a sunken living room-like area where they have a full backline. They have a garden. And I'm looking to finalize a number of much larger options for an opening gala. I'd especially like to get the Affirmation Arts Center. They have a winding staircase, 3 floors, beautiful place, non-profit. They even have a movie room and a deck. But I'll be able to tell you shortly. And then the other venues, I'll flash on the maps and such. Those are places where sometimes I get spaces like a garden. For the International Women Artist Salon, for example, is about 400 members. Any female artist is really terrific. I recommend you contact Heidi Russell or just go to their blog spot, International Women Artists Salon.
That's what we're doing on Saturday.
Oh, you're doing there, but
yeah,
okay. Maybe I'll see you there because she asked me to give some magazines to sell there.
Yeah.
But that's the Producers Club, isn't it? On 44th Street.
I thought it was...
I think it's the Producers Club, and that's at 44th, just east of 9th. That's one of the 2 locations I give them a couple yearly.
That's
we had a group show for Heidi Russell.
Yeah, I'll be there.
And they also have had not dusk to dawn, noon to dusk performances at Oasis Community Garden.
That is crazy.
But yeah, that's at the Producers Club.
Oh.
And I'll probably see you there. What time is that exactly?
I think her thing is like, I don't know if it's like 10 to 6 or something. I know I'll be there between 2 and 5.
Oh, so it's during the day.
During the day.
Roosters allowed too.
Of course.
Oh,
I'm
No, I'm
all about inclusion.
They're very open. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
She's been a great supporter over the years. She has cover stories and shows every year.
Yeah.
So I might.
We gotta move quick. Time is. And here's a little paella for paella day.
Mystery history to myth to the Central Supply International Women's Artist Salon. So we have tons of spreads with surrealist masters.
And everything's on the website.
It's all on the website. It's worth looking at the inside back cover too. Should I flash upon the map so people can get an idea of what we're about?
You can flash upon it, but
we also have reviews of the festival each year, and I remember I did this briefly last time. It might be worth it to give people a tangible idea of what we do. So here's just a map we did from 2011. And it has the venues, business, art, residence, group show. It also has the cocktails on the venues. You can flip it over, there's another side. And I have different maps that show the designs of the front and back cover of the last couple of years. And separately have the party venues listed. So again,
and all that's on the website.
artistsinthekitchen.org.
Yes.
Or me at 212-582-2990.
Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much.
And I'll see you Saturday.
Much appreciated.
That's awesome.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Another day, another month of WhO. It's the last Wednesday of March, March 27th. I want to thank you, Karen Creature. I want to thank Angeline Bonatti for the amazing paella on Paella Day. I want to thank Caroline, my director. She is the best. And who were the guests? We had Debut Hall, MiCHaEL, MaRCuS, FeLBeR, Rock Wilk, Rebecca Pearl, Penny Pollock, Polly Frost, Paul J.M., and Roger Rocker. All of this at Otto Shrugging Head on this end of May, full moon, WhO. We will see you next week.
Thank you.
And we will see you also, if you're watching, at Oscar Dotter tomorrow night at his big gallery opening at Gallery 151 in Chelsea. We'll be there.
Tell me, are you wise? He looked at me straight-faced and said, not at all. I was always too afraid to take a fall, oh yeah. Too afraid to take a fall. I turned to him and said, The nights go by, the days just linger.